Alright, so this is an Echo CS310. Might be able to see it. It's on there. Um, the video you hopefully just saw was trying to cut with it as it was. No sharpen chain, no nothing like that. So guy essentially wants me to tune it up. He said do whatever it takes. So we're going to have a little bit of fun with this one. Hopefully it's a lot less tedious than the last one that we did. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is flip this around. Scoop the heater back a little bit, maybe. Yeah, that worked. I'm just going to get the bar off. He did make it very clear that he does not want it cleaned up for whatever reason. I don't charge to clean them. I guess he just likes having a dirty saw. So if I clean anything up, it is strictly because I have to get it clean to do what I need to do. Oh, probably take the tension off the chain here first and make it a bit easier. Cover off, a little bit chunky. All right, let's slide this back, pop it off, and we will just set this off to the side for now because that's not overly important. Just put these nuts back on here. Put this over here too. Well, I guess we'll start with the easy part. This top cap off of here, case cap, I don't know what the fuck it's called. I'm not a professional, I just do things. And I hope they're correct. Oh, this air filter off. It said we'll get this air filter off. Jesus. Man, this is not very kind design. No, air filters are tiny bit dirty, but overall, not terrible. Wow, that light is super bright being right there. Alright, so what we're going to do is, we got to take out this plastic piece because boarding the muffler, I'm going to have to take out the limiter caps on the carburetor. So, I'm going to do that. There we go. Those are probably holding the carburetor in place, so we want to be careful. Let's see. That's hooked through there, so oh, doesn't look like his throttle rod is even attached to the trigger. It absolutely wasn't. Well, we'll have to fix that when we get to it. Take that out. This will free up this cover. It's got a gasket on there and whatnot. God, this is kind of greasy. So he's been running really rich fuel, like rich in oil, so it's kind of gumming up. Get that choke off of there. And the fuel lines are good. Thank God. And flashbacks from the last video. I don't want to do that shit again. I'm good on fuel lines for a minute. If I get the choice, will these things come off? There we go. Well, that one came off. Oh, well, the other one will. Alright. Oh, come on. Well, it's safe to say that had some pressure under it. Oh, now I'm covered in gas. I should go check on the wood stove. Alright. So, the limiter caps are these little plastic pieces. They only allow you to turn the adjustment so far, and then it limits it. And once I open up the exhaust, we're going to need to move those further. I'm going to have to get all the gas sucked out of there at some point. Alright, we're going to see if the tool I got for this actually works. That's not the tool. Okay, I will be back when I find the tool. So the tool was right in front of me. It is a reverse threaded bolt, essentially, on a handle. So, let's see. Got still gas on everything. This is going to be super hard to see. Maybe I can get this light in the right spot. So if you look down in this little hole right there, you see that red little fin? Those. So I will get this, hopefully. Oh, come on. Please don't tell me it's for certain sizes. All right. New and slightly different end. Okay, we're going to have to get drill bit. I've been using these bits an awful lot lately for things that they're not really supposed to be used for. That's a bit big. They have been helpful though. Alright, so this is just a tiny bit bigger than the hole. Like close enough I can turn it by hand. We're gonna So you can see we opened up that right one a little bit. See if we can get this threaded in here. guess not. All right, well, let's turn it. Get that fin lined up, and we'll see if we can just, yeah. I just put it in there and turned it sideways so the threads would grip the plastic. Some of these have a tiny, oh, this is awkward. Some of them have a tiny metal washer in there that makes it a pain. Thankfully, these don't. So, this other one, just see. It's, now watch this square, I guess. It's all the way one way. That's all the more it lets you adjust it, which is just horrible. But you can see when I turn it, see that little fin pop out? Turn that back towards just at the edge of that opening. Let's see if I can get the pick in here to pull this out. Ow, stabbed myself. We're going to use a drill bit. I mean, really, unless you just go absolutely ham on one of these, you're not going to fuck it up. You know, just prying super hard on the actual adjustments. Because it's, like I wish the last one was, it's just a straight screwdriver. So just don't fuck that up, basically. We'll get this in here. A little bit of sideways pressure. Ah. And a lot of outward pressure. Oh, and turn it back. Shift it a little bit. There we go. And second limiter cat's out. While we're here, since it's a small adjustment space, we'll clean this out a bit. Make sure those are easy to get to in there. I'm going to get some paper towels and shove them down in there to get the gas cleaned out. And most of it anyway. Alright, so limiter caps are out. We're going to go, whoopsie daisy, to this piece. So this is where you got, which side is it? Yeah. So the carburetor sits right behind this. There we go. So the airflow goes in. We're going to take this plastic piece out right here so it can have all the airflow it needs. It's got an air filter in front of it. So just going to set this off to the side for a minute and hope I can just kind of chip this out of here with the razor blade, because it's not usually super impressive plastic. Alright, so we got that piece out, opens it up a bit. Yeah. Yeah, it's close enough, probably. We'll I'll get that nubby off. Oops, there we go. And I'll clean that up with the Dremel here in a few. All right. So that's wide open. Let's see if we got. I got most of the gas out of there. That'll start fires. Uh, let's get the carburetor mounted back where it belongs. Okay, that's going to be really hard to do without the air filter that we have yet to clean up. All right, new plan. So we need the bolts to go through this to hold the carburetor on. So I'm going to stuff paper towel in there so nothing gets in there. I explained in the last video, you want nothing getting in there. Just going to get a shop towel. A little part of one anyway. There we go. Nothing's getting in there. Set carburetor and that cover over there. We don't need these. We're also gonna do modification to this. Oh, my brain's going again. Muffler. There we go. So I had already taken this apart really quick the other day to see how it's built, and it's built weird. So spark screen's already out of it. Will not be going back into it because unless you're cutting a national forest or you're a professional company, they're fucking stupid. I really need to get like a really tiny torque spec drill or like a gyroscopic screwdriver to make this stuff so much easier. We'll get there eventually, I'm sure. I've never had problems with spending money on things I didn't need. My neighbors probably think I'm a deranged fucking madman over here talking to myself late at night. They wouldn't even be half fucking wrong. Alright, so that's all there is to that. The gasket. That is oily. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's all like, ew. He's running it really rich. I did not notice that before. Alright, we'll set the whole saw about 3 inches that way. So this has a cylinder in it that has holes. That cylinder goes to the front, and then this is where the actual gases come out down here. So what I'm thinking is we take a drill and we pop a small extra hole. How is that together? So we pop like a 3/8 hole all the way in the back here. And then on this deflector, everything is coming forwards and it's hitting this little shelf, coming to a dead stop, and then going over and out the exhaust. So I think we're going to take this whole little shelf and we're going to remove it and open this up. Some people just smash it down. I think it looks like shit. I have the tools. We're just going to grind that out so it's all smooth and cleaned up. And then when we mount this back up there, it's not going to look like absolute dog shit. So I guess I will get back to you guys once I get that hole drilled. And I'm going to try my best to get all of this where you can somewhat see it. So I've got this on a little tower here, and then the light, and then the camera, and like my very small extension cord. So it's a funky angle for everybody. Alright, so I got, probably see it, that hole right there in the back. I ended up going with 1/4 inch. I'm going to open it up a little bit with this. We're going to get this shelf taken out. We're going to clean up this little plastic, little ribs on it. It's not necessary, but I don't like to leave dirty jobs. I want everything to be cleaned up. Hilda, you are not an oil drinker. You are not a clinker. Let's see if we can. Yeah, never mind. I can't zoom in. Well, it doesn't want me to. But I guess y'all will get the gist of it. Alright. That's a bit more cleaned up than it was. No sharp edges. We'll see what we can do on this thing here. You see a little bit more light through there, so it'll come straight out the front instead of hitting the wall. Clean all the metal bits out of there the best we can. Just really don't want those going in the engine. And we'll get a rag in there. Let's get this cleaned up. We're going to try to take out this whole bottom shelf right here. There's a dog in my boot. What are you doing down there? I hate to say it, you're not helping, hon. Alright, come on. Skadoodle your fuzzy butt out. Alright, so got all the stuff back off. I'm gonna hook the choke up here. And slide it back down here with its gasket. Cushion or whatever the actual fuck it is. Get this slid in here about where it goes. Put this back on. Got a few spins on this little guy. Hilda. No. She's eating everything she can get her fuzzy little face to. Oh, throttle linkage. Oop. Pop down in there. Throttle's good. Now we tighten these down. Okay, when I say tighten, I mean like snug. You gotta keep in mind these are normally threaded into plastic. So 2 fingers just where it's kind of snug. I mean, plastic is, well, aside from rust being nature's Loctite, plastic is pretty good about holding on to bolts. So just put it in there till it kind of, it feels like it should squeak. It really does. Not my brightest move. We'll put the, oh wait, we're missing a bolt. Got this one up here on top too. Once again, just snug it up. Snug it up. Pop this right down through here. This is the strangest air filter I have ever seen. So, pop down in there. That holds that in place. I don't think there's anything else to do back here, right? The choke works. The trigger works. Spin it around. That's greasy as all hell. Gasket's on there, so I don't need to worry about that. Ah, these floaty little bastards. Alright. That's on there. The nuts on here to hold it in place. On like so. Ooh, wow. That sticks out quite a ways over the edge.